Wait. Actually, first, I gotta check everything before I start doing all my shenanigans. Gotta go to Twitch. Hold on. Ah! Alright, audio's working. Audio's working. Alright. Oh, gosh darn, I turned off my... No. All I do need is just to see. Alright, here we go. Hold on. My bird is closing. There we go. Welcome. Again, after like a week, to Slay the Princess. Nothing to really be said, but we will get more progress this time, and hopefully I can upload more currently. Hopefully. Let's begin. You're on a path in the woods. The end of the path leads to a cabin. And the cabin is holding a princess.
You're here to slay her.
Nuh-uh. Okay, so last time, if you guys didn't see part 1, it was about I got the really good ending, and then I got another ending with the Wraith. Yeah, she didn't seem too happy about my decision. What is that? Is that a... Wait, guys, I just realized that the scroll wheel is a witch finger. How long has that been a thing? Probably more longer than I have realized. I'll just silently go into the cabin. Actually, sweet, I've always wanted... No, never mind. Silently go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Yes, sir.
You'll find the princess within.
There you go.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Well, unfortunately for you, we are.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Nice.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is
a pristine blade.
The blade is your implement.
Implement. Oh, goodness. I'll just take the blade.
You take
Make
the
it
blade.
interesting.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Yep.
revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below.
What is this noise?
Is an oppressive place.
Speaking of which, the
air
noise.
is heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood.
Yep.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
I remember I got scared the first time I
She
heard that,
sounds
bro.
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you.
It's all part of the manipulation. No, I'm just gonna... Just like... I'll just say... I'm just checking in on
It's
you.
been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Depends.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I guess.
Focus on the task at hand.
Let's do this.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
So, guys, I have a blade in my hand. What? No way. Why would you even think about that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, a killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Might. I drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious smack.
Yes.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I talked to her for a long time last run.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Yay!
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
There might be.
Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor.
So,
You're going to...
So
maybe.
here we are.
You're going to
What
need
an
it.
awkward start to a relationship.
Not my first. Okay, here we go. It's pretty awkward. What's your name? How long have you been down here? Okay, we've talked enough. We didn't even talk that much, man. Okay, we've talked enough. Just after we... goodness. Yeah, pretty
I
awkward.
know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons.
And yet, you hesitated the moment you saw me. And you dropped your knife. If killing me was really that important, you'd have a little more gumption, don't you think? So, someone put you up to this, right?
No.
And whoever it is, it's probably the same someone who shoved me into this dark pit and chained me to a wall.
That's a fair question.
Okay.
Who chained her in this basement? And if she's so dangerous, how did they manage to trap her? Don't
That
give
is a good
away
question.
the game, and don't let her distract you. That's exactly what she wants.
I'm right, aren't I? So who put you up to this?
How dare you question me, woman? I'm a man of my own word. Can't tell me nothing. How do I get you out of here? What's your name? How do I get you out of here?
Can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
I bit my tongue. And my brother is texting in the chat. What is this? Get this guy out of here.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting.
Hold
Right?
on. Hold on. Gabe, you better get out the stream, or I'll bust in there and I'll get you. Now, I continue.
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, we've talked enough. What's your name? How long have you been down here? It's like, do you know why I'm here? Wait, do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
No. Lie. Lie. No. Remain silent. I've been told whether to believe in it is entirely different matter.
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
Right hook, left hook. Okay, we've talked
Oh,
enough.
have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Slay the princess. I'm gonna try to examine the chains.
Oh, you have to be
To be kidding me!
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you
Suck,
don't have
suck.
the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
It's not.
Doubt it. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Exactly.
They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Okay. I want to go check upstairs. Maybe if the key's lying around here somewhere, and if not, I can at least try to some way to break you free. And if there isn't any key besides me cutting you out of here.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
So
She
casual
speaks
and
with almost
nonchalant.
complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door of the
door
top
slams
stairs
shut!
slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom of the
You make
stairs.
your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier
Sucks.
for whom? Easier for everyone.
Everyone,
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
So
the
sorry.
knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do.
Me neither, but we're doing it anyway. Say or slay. If I slay the princess, she's gonna know. She's gonna dodge anyway, so I'm just gonna save it.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Yeah.
The blade is sharp, and you make it work.
Yeah.
Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't
Yes.
so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. Her fierce gaze meets. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
I guess.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
No.
I just can't let her escape into the world.
Ugh.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Slay, 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 warn her, slay, slay. Wait. Wait, where's... Just don't warn her? I just
Stop
warn her.
that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back.
I thought
but
I
the princess
got my head
softly
cut
moves
off
out
for a
the blade
second.
before you
What?
can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay, slay, slay. Resist.
The blade. Move.
Yep. She's
the
skinny.
blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
That's
This
terrible.
is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Ouch.
I hope it was worth it.
The prisoner. Interesting.
You're on a path in the woods.
In the woods.
And at the end of that path
Path.
is a cabin.
Robin.
And in the basement of that cabin
It's
is
a princess.
princess.
How is that princess a princess? If the princess isn't princess, and that princess. 100% ball knowledge. 100% ball knowledge. Just go with me, guys.
You're
Just go
here
with me.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Great. Okay. Ooh, explore. Oh, you bastard! You're in for it now. I'm gonna just say, wait, as a zone.
Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
Skeptic.
I wouldn't trust
Ooh,
a word
new.
out of his mouth. There's got
That
to be a way
is
out
a
of
new
it.
one.
For us, I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as
So
far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how
Catastrophically
catastrophically dangerous she is to
dangerous.
the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let me assume I'm telling the truth. Turn around and leave. I already know what happens when I did that. pack at first episode, I literally became nothing. Reduced to atoms. And also, I just realized that the forest is halfway gone to the void. Yeah, proceed to Kevin.
A warning. Before you
Before you go any further,
she will
lie,
she will
cheat,
and she will do
She'll
everything in her
anything in her
power to
power.
stop you from slaying her. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't.
Wink.
Wink.
Yeah, this guy,
Just
bro.
ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
I already like Skeptic. I already like the Skeptic. He's hilarious, man.
The interior of the
Oh,
cabin
hello.
is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
There's a mirror.
Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
How many times you said that? I will rock you.
It was a mirror a second ago. It's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
How about wink, let's not take the knife. And let's just enter the
I'm
basement.
afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay, I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't get a big say in here. What's the big idea?
Probably, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go. Wonderful. You do
Wow.
exactly that. Sweeping the blade from the
I
table,
did not
you
give
proceed
that
back to the
option.
basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless.
Moving on. Wow, Skeptic was not liking the feeling
door
of me
to the
not
basement
taking the
creaks open,
knife.
revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Here we go, guys.
Is that a visitor I hear?
Please, no.
Come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Yeah, because you slit my throat. Ugh.
Does she remember us? You walk down
Oh
the stairs and lock
my
eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic
She's
chorus as she
gone.
adjusts her hands in her lap.
That's a gone prisoner. Yo, I'm sorry. I talked over the dialogue, but she's gone, bro. She got put in death row. Like, these are the type of chains you'd see in death row, bro. I'll read it real quick. As you walk down the stairs, you lock eyes with the princess. She looks at you with a heavy collar around her neck, clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic horse as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Yes.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure when say locked up she is. I am gonna leave the princess in the basement. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. That is terrible. I wouldn't leave her here. That.
You step towards the princess, but
Yo.
she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit closer. Nah, that's awesome. Just sit closer is an option. I want to see what that does. Hold on.
Do you think this is a game? Do you think these chains take away my say in things?
Whoops. Okay, I'll go back. I'm sorry. Oh, I just overrided my save. Well, sorry guys.
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists. In an instant they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her. I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if the roles were reversed? I don't know. How about we think about the nuances of interpersonal relationships when we're not being strangled? How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you. As your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
Oh, hell no. I don't know why I did this.
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word.
Oh,
She cuts.
hell no. Look away, watch in... Look away. Or watch in uneasy silence. I guess I have to watch.
Her eyes stare forward. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens.
Mm-hmm.
The remaining tissue is not enough.
Why did
to
the
hold weight of her
Why did the
head.
thump
It
scare me?
stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us.
It's
Sure you can
not
understand
behind
that.
me. No.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason.
Yeah.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger
There's
has
no
passed,
wasting that
and
energy.
now we can all relax and enjoy.
Did you not
your-
hear what I said? I was reincarnated, bro. Take the princess with you. Oh my gosh, I guess.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head. its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Look, I'll be
Did you
lonely,
see
okay?
that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
And guess what happens?
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at
Wow.
least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe
That's
it wasn't the
an
end of the
ending?
world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body,
How
but
is...
it's colder than I expected.
No. No, it ain't. And, how are you talking at all? Oh. Wait, how would... There's no body. All she has is a head. I'm scared to see her. I'm scared to see her. But you don't get to see the chance to respond. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go?
So
Should
all
we
the stuff that
try
I
and
did
find her?
before is now returned to my
There's
head.
that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I feel like this is like a delusion, dude. Of course you're scared. It's not the end for you, it's the end for me. It's going to be okay, trust me. We've been here before and we always get scared.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's not the end. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll just approach the mirror. You approach the
I
mirror.
don't like that silence.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence reach forward and they're gone again. Yeah, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay, you've withered. I see that. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh, that's what she did to her body.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't okay. You can't be a contradiction of contradictions. Don't exist. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that make you change? Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you
It
worse?
changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less.
Wow.
Does it make
She
you
doesn't-
worse?
So
You
she
listen
cares
to
for
me.
me, but not that much. Yes, you're Yes, you're torturing me, and I hate it. I think I hate you. I just want it all to stop. I have no opinion one way or the other. It doesn't matter. No, I don't. It seems distant, but I'm near you. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. Okay, I'd just say, no, not really. It all seems distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem
Distant.
small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
I mean, that's true. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
How can you understand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
Everything you say feels like a single written. No, I already know that answer. I already know the answer to that question. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
Huh.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
So you're basically the part of Newton's law that doesn't make sense. All right. Do you know what happens do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
This is the third vessel. The first was the Nice, second was the Wraith, and now this one. What do you want me to bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and tells me new secrets.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves.
I'm feeling like I'm not going to get an
None
answer
of
from
them
this.
rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you and knowing me.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow.
The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. A river does not dictate its outlets. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gifts you bring me.
Alright. I think I did enough here. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Also says the narrator. A clever heart.
You're on a path
Bring enough.
in the woods, and at the end of that path
Hold on,
is a
guys.
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Bring enough of the prisoner to her. The fact that I could set that image as my background, you guys don't see it, but the fact that I could set this image on Xbox is kind of eerie.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Killing a princess seems kind of
Does
bad,
it?
though.
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I remember asking that question. I don't know why. Okay, thanks for telling me to do. I'll just silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess
Within.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay
Not
them.
slay them.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
We continue. We continue.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade
Nice.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'll just enter the basement without the blade. See what I can do from there.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's like she can tell if I have the blade.
It's hypnotizing.
Hypnotizing.
It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your
Rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you.
I'm here to save you. I think I'm here to slay you. I'll just continue
Good.
down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Yeah, she has like less
There's a heavy
burden.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be of threat to anyone? I am.
This is literally
begging you
like a
to
fever
stay
dream.
focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
She's more happy. I know I could change that. What's your name? And I already know that one. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, or what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't
It's
see
like
what that has to do with anything.
This is
I
the
remember
only time
saying
this
this.
is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating?
I'm gonna keep you locked away down here at least for a little bit until we know each other better. Keep her locked away. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. Go back up the stairs to retrieve the blade without saying another word. Examine the chains. Examine the chains. Can't believe it. Keep you down here. I want to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't actually know what that reason is, but
Bro,
you don't
chat.
just stuff a princess in a basement and throw her to sea without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
Well, some sort of an
You have
explanation.
all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
What are you gonna do if I let you out of
The
here?
princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter. It's not like you'd believe me.
It's blind truth. What's your name? Okay. I think, like, keeping people locked away is probably the worst thing you could ever do to a person. Ever. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. It doesn't add up. It isn't worth the risk. I take your word over potential fate of the world. I know that didn't make sense, so I want to read it one more time. I'm sorry, but I can't trust you. This doesn't add up, and it isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential fate of the rest of the world. Examine the chains, examine the chains. That face, though, I feel so sad. I'll just say it.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving.
So, what? You're going to try and kill me? You'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run along and get whatever you're planning to get. But you'd better hope that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
What do I do? Oh. I'll be right back. Alright, I got my ball from last episode. If you guys didn't know, this thing comforted me by the illumination. Yeah, by the illumination, if it lights up. Please light up. I need you. My shit. Okay, fine. Fine. Nah, grown on man, by the way. No, but seriously, I'll have fuck it. Fuck it. We're gonna have him. I'm gonna have the shark with me. He's gonna be with me. Here we go.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
She's not bluffing.
She has to be bluffing, but hurry. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet.
I'm good. I'm good. What is this? What type of situation am I in? Oh no. Oh no. No. Please. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh no. Please. Please, bro. I don't like this. I'm stepping out my comfort zone playing this game, bro. I hate this type of stuff. I hate being in these type of situations. Being in these type of situations in the first place make me want to cry. I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do. Oh, great. Hold on. Just for extra measures. You know what? No. I'm not scared. I got my fists and my shark. That's all I need. That's all I need.
Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Does she bleed out? No. I think we got on the wrong foot. I think we got on the wrong foot. Do you think we should start over? I'd say let's finish this, but at the same time, she's a force to be reckoned with, and I don't think those chains were rattling like that before. The illumination is gone. So, yeah, let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her. Where is she?
Don't investigate the arm. Why is that even an option? She's gonna kill me. I know she's unarmed, but that woman has strength. Oh. So light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs. You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead. She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place. No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free. You should understand. It just isn't worth the risk.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. It can't just end like this. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over.
That sucks.
You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
The witch.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing
I
here?
can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you did I say I'm
Voice
not
of
sure
the
we can trust him?
opportunist.
Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
The witch is the most deadly title card.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Approach the mirror, take the blade. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Well, it's a mirror.
Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Yeah.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below.
What's that
It
music?
shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Skitters?
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty. Last time I tried, whatever.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with... She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole... You can't.
Yeah,
Unless
no.
you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps,
My
entering
goodness.
the dark room below.
Oh, those hairy legs and those feet look like they could kill me in 2 seconds.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
Haven't you?
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after
And their
this.
yapping is making me tired.
My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground
Opportunist.
where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oh, I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? That's the opportunist talking. Don't worry about the blade. It isn't for you or for killing you. We've got to get it. We have to get you out somehow, right? It's also the opportunist. I got a sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
I died last time. You didn't. And you didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Look. I know. Things got a little messy last time. There's something bigger. We both get this. We should team up. That's also the opportunist talking. Can you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't seem to stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling like you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's... You won't be fine, because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's gonna stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See?
That is
He
true.
gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Let's see here. Give her the blade. That's terrible. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this gesture of my goodwill. I did that last time and she broke free like that, so I'm not gonna do that. I'd like to be straightforward with my intentions. I don't care for how you treated me last time. I think you might be a danger to the world. Slay the princess. So basically, give her a warning before slaying the princess, or slay the princess. I want to see what happens if I give her the blade. Alright.
You
Can't
can't
be
be serious.
serious.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I
vote no.
No, as do I. I, abstain? You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Yeah, never mind. Silly idea. I'm not gonna give it to the princess. I'm gonna give it to her. Give it to her. Don't do it. Give her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor.
Oh, of course, she already had it
prepped.
She had it prepped. She had that a game time. She's like, oh, really? Wait, hold on. First of all, let me just give away my big surprise real quick. Clicks off the chains. Yeah, not like she's like 8 feet tall or anything. You
She
know.
could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count.
Opportunist and narrator is probably like one of those duos.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
That is a good question. I don't like this, really. That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I choose last time, and I regret it. So now, it's your time to choose. You're beautiful, and I actually save you because I feel... Okay. Remain silent. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. Not like she's right in front of you, dude. I'll just say that.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then she buries the blade in your heart. What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the
You
time.
have the time.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I love misconception. You don't understand. The things that I do, I love to... I love to, like...
She actually stabbed us.
Cause confusion sometimes.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against. But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
Voice of the cheated.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other. Great, so you've obviously been here
Sorry guys, I
before,
zoned
since
out.
You apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
This place seems different. It keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which in turn likely means her influence is spreading.
Huh.
Someone's in the know. I've had enough of these annoying little secrets. If you want us to do this, you have to let us in on your game already. All of your game. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
She understand. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin.
Good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room. I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure
Layers?
the one making the choices
Onions have layers.
gets that. Trust in what plan? The decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself. Sure, we'll see what she has to say for herself, but don't forget that whatever she says is likely just as much lies as what he's been telling us. We should keep our cards close to our chest.
Yes.
If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is, and you should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
I think so. No matter what happens, it seems like all of our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin.
Oh, great. That
I think it's
looks
clear where everyone stands
terrible.
at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too.
Oh, shoot.
Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do. The interior of the cabin is hardly
hello.
an interior at all anymore.
That's awesome.
Burned out ruins
The red
merely
roses?
suggest the shape of the structure that once
It's
stood
actually
here.
beautiful. It's actually
Charred wood
nice.
still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
Yeah, there's no blade
The
either.
only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait.
What?
This isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade.
It's not.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is a mirror.
You're right, the mirror is back. There isn't anywhere for us to go, but there isn't a mirror. I still don't get his angle here. Seems like whatever we do, he's always going to say it isn't there. He's either a liar, or he doesn't hold all the cards. I think we already knew it had to be one of those. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it? You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. It went away when we touched it last time. Not that this place always follows the same rules. You reach forward and wave your hand
And
through the
yep, that
hollow
makes
entrance
sense.
leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough. Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? I lock you away and you come back. You let me kill you and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to figure a way out. I want to figure out a way out of here for good. I don't know what I want. I never really choose to come here. That's true, but I want to free you. I mean it. I just want to talk, really
I
talk.
think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward.
Imagine they added a VR game of this.
You step out into what was once a vast
Yo.
open cavern, now overrun
is
by briars and
terrible.
prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Yeah, that is terrible. That is not a good hairdo. Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What did you think I would? What did you think that would happen after you killed me? You think you? No. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. Reach for the blade. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest. That is pretty rude. Fine. If you're gonna be like that. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the
And
blade.
I'm supposed to believe it's safe in your hands? That you aren't just saying what you need to say in order to fool me and save yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom, and as Travis I'm about to die with my research. Turn around and leave. Reach for the blade. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
You're not the only one who gets freed out of the law. Then maybe it's past the time for either of us to say anything, and all that counts is action. Alright.
The
I
princess
think we
clutches
need
the
to live
blade
together.
closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Yeah, you've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Exactly. Then maybe it's past the time of either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. Can I take the blade now?
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
Okay, persistence. All these are turn around and leaves.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
Wow.
Be damned. She really gave it to us. It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it. We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do. I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him. We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Cut her free. So the princess. I just wanted my blade back. You're on your own. That is terrible. It's like, oh, thank you. Just walks away.
Yes.
Cut her free.
What a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not. Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right. He's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? I think I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Yeah.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
I'm that guy. Of course I did. I really hate the people who put us here. Remain silent. I wouldn't really say the people who put us here. I'd definitely say I'll just remain silent.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
And she's still wearing.
Shameful, really,
That
that the
doesn't
same
really matter.
fools so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other.
This
ones
reminds
just fine.
me of
They're only thorns.
the last
I'm
time
not
I
afraid
did
of
this.
getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
So, cut into the thorn, step into the thorn. I guess step into it.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me?
I think
What
we're
did the
already
world
outside.
ever do to you to deserve this? It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step into your freedom. There's no slay the princess. It's just step into your freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day. You irredeemable murderers.
There's the sound.
What do we do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
At least, alas, I cannot have a person. You do not get the chance to respond, or will you ever? It's time to leave. Memory returns. So it's like stockpiling all these memories on top of all the times I've done. So it's like a headache. So it's like a headache, bro. Just imagine just doing. It's like deja vu. Like you've done it before, but instead of just deja vu, it's like, you know, Light Yagami. It's like him when he touches the Death Note and his memory finally returns. Like he has that moment of just like getting all that intel into his head before he starts taking action again.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared of the ending, even not for me. It's gonna be okay, trust me, we've been here before. You always get scared.
So bad. Like, looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's going to do something to us. I can feel. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
If you say so. So, this is all going to work out. Finally, we're going places.
Opportunist is something else, bro. He's like the off-brand version of the narrator, but just has just way too much common sense and stupidity at the same time. You approach the mirror, gaze into my reflection. Silence. As you reach forward, they're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Am I withered? You've unraveled. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. You proceed to the cabin. No, you are at the cabin. What am I on about? Approach her.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Or do you know? Do you know? Do you want? What do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people. I think at least there are supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Kendrick? Okay, I'm done. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
This is a long one. When you send me back, okay. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator. He wants me to kill you. Do you have the narrator? Do you have a narrator? Have a vessel? Had one? Okay.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know why, but I know that for a fact. He does, and when I find him, you're finally gonna have answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Ugh. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
I think you're already a multitude due to those hands coming out of your back. If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going to go back. I'm going to stay here. If this is the last time, is there anything you would like me to bring you? Everything feels like a riddle. Okay.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Huh. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and then you die. A cautious heart.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Alright.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I would continue, but I have something to do in the morning. It's not a job. I do have one. But I do have to do something in the morning, and it's 1:17 for me. And I have to get up at 8. So, I'm going to have to leave it off at a super cliffhanger. But I will be back sooner. So, anyway, it's been fun on this journey, on the part 2s. And I will be uploading this to my YouTube sooner or later. Anyway, I thank you sincerely. If you just caught a glimpse of this video, that's fine. I just thank you sincerely for watching. And thank you for paying attention to my shenanigans. I'm out of here. Ugh. Man, where's the latest restroom? Hold on, I need my controller. Where's the... And where's the restroom at, bro? I'm still recording, gosh darn it. You didn't do a thing.